One moment that comes to mind when I'm thinking of spine-chilling moments in games for me has to be 2012's Cry of Fear. Now, Cry of Fear is a first-person psychological horror game on the same vein as the Silent Hill games. The game is built on atmosphere alone to really, really scare you and get you into some tense moments. Cry of Fear was made using the Half-Life engine as a mod for Half-Life until it became a standalone product, which absolutely blew up recently. One of the moments that comes to mind is when you're traversing an apartment block as you're trying to make your way back home. As you're going through this apartment, you feel nothing but dread as you hear knocking on doors and ambient noises of muffled sounds and screams from behind these doors, which you can't enter. So it lets your mind really run wild. And as you're traversing, all you have is a pistol and a knife. Ammo is ridiculously scarce in this game. Every bullet counts. And even before that, you just have just a pocket knife. And the monsters in this game really, really hit that uncanny valley of movement, animation, and blockiness, which really sort of set the mood. But you don't know what is coming around every corner. I remember entering a room, feeling that everything is safe, seeing a key on the ground for the next area to go to. And as I walk forward, I hear a woman shrieking, just like wobbling her way towards me and making me jump out of my chair. And it wasn't even those moments that made me feel scared the most. It's just traversing those hallways, feeling that something is going to kill you or jump out at any moment. So I commend this small Swedish team for making this game so absolutely terrifying.
I've been gaming a long time, lived countless lives, met amazing characters, all due to the awesomeness that is gaming. There have been ups and downs, but one such moment that gives me the chills every time I think about it would definitely be the mission Blood Brothers in Modern Warfare 3. This mission starts out, as most do, through the eyes of the character Yuri. This time Yuri is perched in a sniper position with none other than Soap McTavish, waiting to ambush and assassinate one Vladimir Makarov. Now, if you've played the mission, you know chaos ensues, and if you haven't, well, be aware. Spoilers. After all settles down, you witness our stoic Scotsman, SAS operator, an all-round badass, John Soap McTavish. He bleeds out in the arms of Captain Price, and you just see emotions that Captain Price goes through with that. He takes Soap's dog tags, he takes his field journal, he places the 1911 that Soap gave him back in the gulag in Modern Warfare 2, and he says, "I'm sorry." Before he then punches you down a staircase and asks you why Makarov knows you, but that's another thing. But that whole point in the mission where you see one of the beloved characters of the franchise die was always poignant for me, because he didn't get that Hollywood heroic death. It was a much more realistic passing where there was no heroics or anything like that. He just passed away in a random bunker on a table. But yeah, that was probably the one that gave me the chills.
One of the biggest video game moments that gave me chills, emotions, yeah, I feel them, and just general all around everything was definitely the ending that I got for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. CD Projekt Red did such an incredible, amazing job with that video game. Hats off to you guys. That was actually the first Witcher game that I played. I played the Witcher series 3, 1, 2 because that's how I came across them. I also came across them by watching the Netflix TV. Hi, Harry.
And that was going swimmingly.
It was one of those things, that's how it happened for me. Although I also never actually knew the backstory. And then I read the books as well. So the TV series, the books, and the games is actually a bit of inconsistency between all of them in the story, but we'll figure it out eventually, right? Either way, the ending was something interesting because there are over 40 different possible versions of the ending, right? So you can have the main storyline ending. If you actually did your side quest lines, there are so many different possibilities as well. And if you romance different people, not to mention the DLCs actually also can purchase as well. So there are so many different variables that can contribute to your ending. The one that I got, spoilers ahead for those who haven't played, the one that I got was the best possible outcome. Ciri is alive, she faked her death to her dad, and she became a Witcher herself. I say Witcher with this because she actually wasn't a Witcher herself. I also romanced Triss. Again, haters, you can come at me. But yeah, it was the moment that I was streaming this game. I didn't actually realize how much of an impact this game would have on me. I was streaming it, my viewers and I were watching it. I was crying because the game actually sets you up to believe that Ciri had died. The hairs on my arms were standing up to attention. My heart was going do 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 do. I genuinely thought my butt would fall through my throat. I was heartbroken. I was sobbing. There was no way that I had possibly killed Ciri. There was no way in this game that I had actually done her wrong. I thought I had protected her. I thought I had done everything right. I genuinely thought that this game had Game of Thrones me. I thought that they had killed my pseudo daughter. I mean, they didn't, but you know, it was one of those things where I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about it because I have the memory. And it sits there. It's clipped on my Twitch channel. It's there forever in my heart. It's there in my memories. It's given me chills. It's something that I get to keep forever. And every time I replay this game, I get to see that the relationship that Geralt and Ciri have is so monumental. And it's it's wholesome as hell. That's just my, you know, my moment.